Hey, thank you for being with us one more time for another encouragement session. I am your host, Brian T. Murray. Um, I wanted to do something a little different today. So we're still having an encouragement session, but I wanted to bring up something that's very underrated. Excuse me. It received quite a bit of backlash, but I like to support who I like to support. So this is pretty this to many this may seem out of nowhere, but I really want to bring close attention to what TV personality Jeannie Mai did last month, recently, like maybe 4 weeks ago, on her channel, on her YouTube channel. She did a interview with her mother, and the name of the video, I'll have the link in my comment section. But the name of it is "Why My Mom and Dad Divorced." I think this is very life changing, because the reason why I think that this is life changing is because she is engaged to be married to Young Jeezy. Okay, so as she approaches to get married again, I believe she's been married before. She has been divorced. As she approaches her second marriage, what really brought attention to this is when she shared a couple of weeks ago that she plans on being submissive to him, which caught a lot of flack from black women from all over the country. Which I think is interesting, is because Jenny, based on her own testimony, she said when she was in her first marriage, she didn't submit. Okay, she didn't even she took control of things, and things ought to be happening and all this other stuff. Look. If you're going to be that way, stay by yourself. Stay by yourself. You can't say I'm not going to change and then get married. Being married is the very essence of ongoing change. Okay, so when she said that I plan on submitting, she said it in the terms of she really said it straight. She said, "Look, I don't plan on being married. Yes sir, no sir, or whatever. No, see, and that's what it is. That's what it is. Because when people hear the word, when people of color hear the word submit, they hear servitude. That's not biblical." Okay. Number one, I don't think you should even engage a conversation about submission if you can't engage a conversation about cooperation. Okay. Let's take baby steps here. If a young lady and I were interested in getting in a committed relationship, number one, cooperation will have to be a headliner. Okay, is because I'm high maintenance naturally, because number one, I'm a alpha male. I'm not a beta male. Okay, no. I like things a certain way. I believe the world should operate in a certain way, and like that just seeps through my pores. I got a lot of opinions on a lot of things. I don't have a problem holding them back. I just choose to share them at the right time. Okay, so this is one of them. I'm in support of Jeannie Mai. It's because when she said it was hard work, number one, it's hard work trying to be in control of your life. So when you're trying to be in control of a marriage, that's she said that really wore her out, and like it really her she. Let me find out how long was she married. I think I saw last night that her thing said that she was married for like 12 years or something. Let me look this up. $11 years. I don't know who this gentleman is, so let me click his. I have no idea who this guy is. I have no idea. Okay. So, yeah, she was, according to this, she was married for 11 years, which makes sense because she said in her interview that she said trying to lead a marriage, try, that's hard work. And this is what I'm saying, ladies. You're not wired to be the number one option in the family. It's because the man is divinely and naturally wired to handle stress and everything a little different. Not saying he doesn't get stressed, he does, but he operates in it totally totally different. When a woman operates in stress, I mean she just get hysterical or just that does not mean she's weak. That just means that we operate in different ways. Okay, so she's marrying a man that has maybe 5 times her net worth. They love each other. They do everything together. They're everywhere. They're pretty private. They're pretty public. But Jeezy has been getting heat from his own people because he's marrying a non-black woman. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. A man is not interested in marrying another man. And this is what I mean by that. Not all women, but the women who are competitive and have this overtone of masculine energy, men are not interested in that. We're really not. Okay? Because we're processing you in our minds as another man. Okay? You don't smile. You're not friendly. You are competitive. You're very dark. Dark, not in skin tone. I mean in personality. You're very just. Men don't want that. We don't want that. We want a woman that sees us with enthusiasm and with hope. Not men don't like that. No. Why won't a man approach me? Listen to yourself. You sound horrible. You sound like a dude. I don't know Jeannie Mai. Okay, there's no shocker there. But yeah, I can see being an outsider. I can see it. Number one, she's fit. That's important. No man now Jeezy has lost a lot of weight over the years. I mean he was always like stocky, however not like fat or anything, but he was always stocky. But I remember when he was being interviewed. I think that the Breakfast Club was interviewing him, and he first said that he was going plant-based vegan and everything. And working out more and everything. And like people shocked by that. It's like, look, this Jeezy is a year older than not even a year older than me. Jeezy is 3 months older than me. I get it. He has evolved as an entrepreneur. Okay, the rap thing, the rap thing going with whatever. Jay-Z and Puff have got him into being a real estate mogul. This man has changed his life. This man has changed his life. Your life, when you're 40, your life should look different from when it's 30. When you're 30, your life should look different from when it's 20. Jeezy is walking proof of that. Okay? He has found a woman who is fit, who is feminine, who smiles. Okay? She looked good in a dress. Okay? She ain't broke. She got her own media empire thing going on. She makes less than him, which helps. Which helps. Because what women have done is, oh no, I make more than him. So all he gotta do is just bring his check and just add it to the pot. Wait. You can't be your husband's landlord. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? This is what you don't understand. That is emasculating to him. He hasn't said it, but he's thinking it. He knows it. And he's maybe a day or two away from yelling it at you. You are emasculating him. Okay? No, this seems really good. I mean, and one, brothers, let me tell you something.
Stop it.
Let me tell you something.
I'm not even sure how to say it. Get answers and insights in the 2020.
The Bible says that husband love your wives. It does. A man isn't going to have a hard time loving a woman that he wants. Okay? When the most interesting thing about a man is his passion. It's his passion. When he has identified a woman and she has become the centerpiece of his focus, it's not threatening to his focus to God or his previous obligations. A man is all about it. A man is all about it. A man is all about it. Please, you will see this man focused in. Okay. The Bible also says is that let the older women teach the younger women how to love their husbands. This is what I want to focus in on. It's because when you're growing up as a woman and you have not been taught to appreciate your father, to respect your father, or to honor your father, you have zero hope long term in making a genuine connection with a man for the rest of your life. Zero hope. Why? Because God gave you him first. He may not be the greatest human being, and chances are he's probably not. Okay, whatever. But that prepares you. That prepares you, because after you fall in love with a man and he's this that's because you like him. Watch how cold you get once he disappoints you. That Negro. No, our culture doesn't teach us. Our culture does not teach us to reverence black men. It doesn't. You may reverence your pastor if he's a man, but no, our culture won't automatically do that. So you have to be taught. It's things at work that I don't understand how to do. But when it comes time where I have got to learn, do know there's no whining. There is some quick training. Do this, and this. Blah, blah, blah. Have any questions? Let me know. cultural learning is hands-on. It's hands-on. You have the professor in California that have the African male studies, which is a course that teaches you about black culture and how to appreciate black men. Okay, what is his name? Dr. His name is not going to come to me. African his name isn't going to. It will come back to me. So there is this professor that teaches at Cal or have taught at Cal. The name of his course is African Studies. African Studies, learning of black men. Okay, or something along there. He did an interview and he said the majority of his people that are enrolled in that are white women and Latino women. Why? Because they like black men. Okay, they like black men, and they want to understand them better so they can, if they don't have one already, they will know how to understand one as they pursue one. Okay. Excuse me. Here's the thing with that, black ladies. When you don't, when you can't be bothered to understand a black man, and yes, I know you have a black father. I know you have a brothers, black brothers. But here's the thing: if you're not curious about them, it won't happen. See, we have the Generation X. I'm sorry, baby boomers and Generation X. The baby boomer generation is the last generation that had been married for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. And then Generation X, it was the first generation that where divorces really increased. Barring around 1970, about 1970, according to blackdemographics.com. Okay, so you have your parents married for 40 years, and you married and divorced after 4 years. Why? Because you think that certain things are going to come to you through osmosis. Let me tell you, it's not. It's not. It's not. You have got to get curious on what it's about, the person you have an interest of. But here's the thing: if you're not interested, if you think that you're the prize, but yet you're sitting around not having had a relationship in a number of years, and even if you did, you either had an extremely short one and an extremely long one, and nothing became of it. Being in a relationship for a guy for 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, no ring, or the other side of it, where with a guy for 4 months, it's like, where is the consistency? Where's the dealing with the adversity? But yet you want to get married. Let me tell you, when you have a relationship history like that, where you got one relationship, we've been together 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Oh, so y'all been married now? So what became of an 8-year relationship? Nothing. Or a relationship that was 4 months. Like, man, you haven't really gotten into a relationship until you did at least a year. Okay. So what I'm saying is, you can't jump from that and then jump onto the, I want to jump into the institution of marriage because I want to be married for life. It doesn't work that way. Just like you prepared for your job, you prepared for your master's degree, you prepared for your PhD, you have to prepare for a black man. You have to prepare. He's different from you. See, you think it's a cakewalk is because you think that men think like women. We don't. We don't. And we hate the fact that you even assume that. Now you may have had some experiences with a beta male that's been raised by a mother and a house full of girls. I have a coworker. I have a coworker for years, and I'll ask him how he's doing or whatever, and let's say he has a real stressful day. This man will process it like it's as if I'm talking to a woman. He'll do all this. I don't know, man. Hey! I asked you a quick question. I didn't ask for your life testimony, and then later it comes to find out he was raised by his mother, and he has like multiple sisters, like 3-4 sisters, and like he's like the youngest of them, and I'm like, it makes sense now. It makes sense now. So I just want to let you know that if you have a desire to get married, you have to be a lot more curious about him. See, Warren Buffett said this: never invest in something you're not willing to learn about. If you're planning on marrying a black man, you need to invest in a black man. And the first thing to do that is be willing to learn a lot about him. Yeah. Don't let him talk for 3 sentences and then you give your synopsis on how he didn't. No. Listen. Over talking him is not listening. Over talking him is not listening. Okay? So I get it. Jeezy, they have been together for a minute now. Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. So I'm with it. I'm with it, man. I'm attractive woman. We all know that. Fit woman. We all can see that. A well endowed woman. We all see that. I get it. Do it. I get it. So I want to bring in the core part of this video. Is because I touched on the video on how she said on her talk show that she plans to submit to the Jeezy. Caught all kind of backlash from black women everywhere. Okay. Yes. The black women who is not married, who was probably engaged a couple of times. See, women, you got to know the right people to listen to, because what women do is they listen to other single women, and it's like, no, that's like an active drug addict listening to another active drug addict. No, stop. No, that's not how that works. So what I want to bring attention to is the interview she did on her YouTube channel. She did with her mother on why my mom and my dad divorced. I will put the link in the comment section because what she talks about is, Mom, why did you and Papa Mai not work out? So her mother said that it didn't work out is because she was still dealing with issues she had with her father, her parents, but specifically her father. Guys, do not move forward with marrying a woman who cannot make a peaceable connection with her father. Do not do it. The way she views him, she will, in enough time, view you the same way. She will. She will. Because a woman will get cold on you, man. When she doesn't get what it is she wants or what she thinks she deserves, she will get cold on you. Do not connect with a woman and proceed with marriage when she has no peaceable connection with her father. Okay? Don't do it. So Mama Mai had a very bad temper, a very she was traumatized by how she was raised by her parents, specifically her father. Mama Mai is about 60 years old. So think back 40, 50 years. Things were very tough. The world was very different. Koreans in particular, very different way of doing things. The little I know about the Korean culture, when a Korean father said something, that's how everything was supposed to fall in line. But here's the thing: Mama Mai, as a daughter, didn't go for that. So she later went on, got to America. Okay. Things are different. I don't know if they were previously already in America because in the interview that I'll have the link attached, she said her parents were in Texas and came to California to see her. So I don't know what specific time frame that was. However, the important thing was Mama Mai had unresolved issues with her parents, specifically with her father. Okay. So Jeannie Mai is interviewing her mother, and not like it's less. It is an interview, but not a interview because she's checking her mother. She's like, wait, mom, see, that makes sense to you. This is what because of your actions, this is what has happened to us as your children. Because Jenny was scarred from the divorce of her parents. See, because Mama Mai had unresolved issues with her father, therefore she took them out on her husband, Papa Mai. Papa Mai was apparently very monotone, very easygoing, not very affectionate, but he loved him some Mama Mai. But with Mama Mai being traumatized, upset, angry, just temper issues, all that going on, their marriage was hell. So, as I always say, those who follow my videos, I always bring up the statistic that 80% of divorces are initiated or filed by the woman. 80%. And Mama Mai, who was married to a man who loved her, who loved the children, she still felt she deserved better. She had a man who loved her and who took care of them, but she still thought she deserved better. She was very cruel to him. She was very mean to him. And she filed for a divorce. Jenny checks her and says, well, hey, why didn't you come and talk to us? Mama Mai was like, we didn't want to let y'all know. She was like, okay, that's dumb because you think we wasn't going to notice that you were sleeping in the bed and Daddy was sleeping in the office. It's like just like you know your children very well, your children knows you very well too. They know when something is off. Now all of this started is because Mama Mai had her birthday recently, and at the birthday, Papa Mai comes, and Papa Mai comes with his now new girlfriend. So she can tell, she noticed that at the birthday celebration, her mama Mai was very like something was off with her, and Jenny wanted to follow up on it. Like, wait, what was it? What was I looking at the birthday celebration? So they get into it. Anger is I'm sorry. She said him showing up with her girlfriend, which she does not have a problem with. She does not have a problem with her ex-husband. She does not have a problem with her ex-husband girlfriend. Where she says, being 60 years old, it makes me look bad, is because that should have been me. And this is the evolution that a lot of women have. Women do not understand that you won early, even when you don't feel like it. You won. You had the man. Everything was going fine because you didn't realize what it is you had. That's why you walked away from it. There was some adversity, fine, but let me tell you, whoever else you have in mind, the adversity will be different, if not worse. Okay, because there's no adversity-less marriages. No, you act like you understand, but you don't. Because if you knew that, 80% of divorces would not be filed by the woman. Okay. So here she is, 60 years old, seeing her ex-husband, his girlfriend, and she's feeling bad. She's feeling sad. She's feeling sad. So Jenny's following up with it. Okay. So what I appreciated about this is basically everything, because she loves her mother. Obviously, her mother is her best friend. Obviously, and it shows. But she's holding her mother accountable for decisions made 30 and 40 years ago. This is the amazing thing. You will not see this in the black culture. You cannot hold a black woman accountable. No. No. She will act like she got amnesia. She will act. She will lose her mind. She will get hysterical. She will bring on you shame, insults, and the need to be right. She will emote on you if you try to do that to a black woman. But watch this. Jenny is about to enter into her second marriage, and what she's saying is, I learned from my first marriage. I learned from my first marriage is that I can't be the man. Ladies, you cannot be the man in the marriage. You only like men that you can control, and that's a problem. You say you don't. Say no. No. I did not say you would respect men that you can control. I said you only like them, because women don't respect men that they can control, which means that they are the cancer. They are doing all this. They're doing too much. They're saying too much. They got their mouth in everything, making everything untenable, making it very difficult. As much as she thinks she has to complain about, she has won. She has won. But yet she is the one who has filed for a divorce. Mama Mai went and filed for a divorce. And Jenny, before she embarked on this new potential marriage, she wants to say, I want to understand, because what you did affected me. It affected me in my first marriage. What black daughter is going to hold her black mother accountable? It's because for some people watching this, whatever you know about your father, you learned from your mother. You didn't learn it from him. You did not learn it from him. You learned from your mother. Okay. Always get your father's story from his mouth. Yeah, he may not tell the whole truth, but you still need to afford him the opportunity to let him explain himself. Because we got too many women trying to explain men to other women. It's like, ugh, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? So, I think this was an act of God here. Okay? No. She has found a special man. She wanted this to work. They have been in a relationship for a couple of years now. Full transparency. The money is in order. The lifestyle is in order as far as they have been together long and dabbled in each other's world to understand what it is and to appreciate one another in their own atmosphere. This is so good. I don't believe that we'll have more black marriages until we see stuff like this, where the children can have an honest, respectful conversation with their parents. Not so much together, but separately. Why did you divorce my dad? Or why did you leave my mom? I want to hear it from you. And can you do it without getting upset? Can you do it without getting upset? Okay? Because a woman will shut down on you. Just shut down. She want all the answers, but the moment you ask her something, like who are you to even be asking me anything? Because she thinks very little of you. She thinks very little of you. That's not 100% her fault, because she's been taught that. She's been taught that. Okay? So, I just wanted to take a moment and just bring attention to this, because I think this is great. I saw this floating around in the YouTube universe for the past couple of weeks. But I was Friday. I'm working, and I just came across this video. I'm sorry. Kevin Samuels introduced it, because I always saw the video. I always saw his video, but yesterday was my time of finally getting around to it, and it was just mind blowing. It was just mind blowing. This is just so good. This is just so good, man. So I want to encourage adult children to have honest, loving, but accountable conversations with their parents. No, you don't. No. Life is about collecting information. Collecting information. That is what life is about. You need to collect information from your parents, because God gave you them as your parents. You had zero say in it. God gave those parents to you. Okay? If you know who your parents are, I would, for the sake of your present and your future, and the amount of peace that can come to that, I want to encourage you to have those difficult conversations. I had an epic conversation with my father 3 years ago. 3 years ago. And I have long since learned, if you want a man to talk, you got to make him comfortable. So I apparently did pretty okay with it, is because he didn't want to stop talking. He wanted to keep, it wasn't no cutting, talking over. No, none of that. Because a man knows what it takes to respect another man. So, no, he was just sharing. I asked him about 28 questions. I wish I could have recorded that. Oh my goodness, man. We talked over 2 days. We talked over 2 days. I mean, it was just so good. Do I believe everything he said? That's not important. It was the fact that he said it. I gave him the opportunity to be forthcoming. That's the best. You can't even control what it is people say or think. All you can do is give them an opportunity to be forthcoming. Okay? So a couple of things, at least 5 things, he said it, and like I totally checked him on it. Like, this is why I don't think that makes sense. And then I'll give my explanation. And like a lot of that stuff, I think he appreciated because he never heard a point of view like that before. So it was also the first time I explained my ministry at the time to him, how I saw the world, how I saw certain things, and he just really appreciated it. Like, wow, that's different. you know, children are supposed to be different from their parents. They're supposed to, because God don't need repeats. The parent think they do. The child may think they do, but God don't. No. When God was done with Moses, God was done with Moses. When God was done with David, God was done with David. Joshua and Solomon was totally different. Moses was the lawgiver. David was the warrior, not a soldier. He was the warrior. So who succeeds them? Joshua comes. He's a fighter. He's a fighter, not a lawgiver. He is a fighter. David is the warrior, but Solomon is the problem solver. So we see 2 generations of leadership that is totally different. It's okay. It's what God had in mind. It's what God had in mind. It's all right. It's all right. So I just think this is wonderful. I thank God for this interview because I've always, and those who follow me on my channel, I constantly talk about other cultures. It's because with black people, we tend to know what we do. You know, my sister calls it a family secret. How black people do things, how we cook things, how we explain things, how we handle things. It's kind of what we do. But at the same time, the mass majority of us are not really open to how other cultures deal with a similar problem, which I think is eye-opening to us because it gives us perspective. I'm all about perspective. That's why I listen to so many quality people who have done quality things. You know? So, yeah. This is very good. This is very good. So, I just wanted to take a moment and share my thoughts on that. Please post your comments in the comment section or hit me up on IG. I want to know what you think about this. All right. Until then, God bless. All right. Bye.